watching Dirty Laundry. I'm your host, Carrie Kay, and today our guests are the very talented Caveman.
All right.
From Brooklyn, New York.
He was an old-time lover, found a way.
So you guys are a Brooklyn band. Are you all from Brooklyn?
Not originally. I don't live there right now, but I will next week.
Oh, right on. Where are you from originally?
Well, I grew up on Roosevelt Island in New York City, but then I lived in Manhattan, and then to Brooklyn, but back, and then now I'm coming back.
Awesome.
These guys are in Brooklyn.
I am from Brooklyn.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's my hometown.
Yeah.
OG.
Oh yeah.
I live in Brooklyn. I've lived there for maybe 15 years. I'm from Albany, New York, capital city.
I was born in Queens and raised in Manhattan, and then lived there for a while, lived in Brooklyn. Now I'm living in Queens again. A lot of bouncing around the city.
I grew up in Atlanta, Georgia, and then I spent some time in Jersey City, some time in Manhattan. I've been in Brooklyn all of 4 months.
What bands were you in before Caveman?
Me and Matt were in Spanish Subjects, toured a lot, came to this town a few times.
Oh, we came to this town.
Oh, we
did.
We toured.
Oh, yeah.
How did we like you?
We had a great time.
Awesome.
Loving life. And then we also toured with Stefan, who was in The End of the World.
Mm-hmm.
Torn buddies.
Yeah, we toured a lot together.
Is that how you met?
Kind of. I mean, I was friends. I'd gone to school with a guy who's in their old band, and that was the connection. And then we started to play shows together. That cemented the connection.
Are your guitars all custom made, or
I make all of them.
you make all of
Yeah.
them?
I have Cobra Guitars in New York City, which is great. Just like a place where all of our friends can hang out and listen to records, and just kind of give back to the music community, make tools for our friends.
Who else do you make tools for? Anyone we know?
Can't tell.
It's top secret.
Our friend Michael Cummings from his band, was Dead Trees. Now it's Skaters.
He plays that beautiful
We're a
one.
definite Echo Park band or Silver Lake, right?
He's got one. My friend Chris Trainer, he's playing with Bush now. He has one. Great dude.
Heard of them.
They're spread. There's not many of them, so they're hard to find.
You guys opened for Blue Oyster Cult.
Yeah.
4 of us.
How was that?
Yeah, Stefan, you were in Spain, right?
With this band.
Just tell how you didn't believe it.
Can I tell from that angle? I was in Greenland. Normal, like I do that every Wednesday.
Right.
But I really was in Greenland, and I went on the internet, and I saw Matt posting like, "Come check out our band, open for Blue Oyster Cult this week," and I was like, "Oh, this is great. This is a weird prank. This is funny."
Yeah, 1 week you're gone.
Yeah, and the next day it's like, "Tonight, Blue Oyster Cult," and he wasn't kidding. Can you explain now?
I didn't even believe it until we actually stepped on stage. Not believe it.
We got a phone call from a random friend, and they were just like, "Hey, I know this person." So we got the call from the stage manager. They asked us to play like just 2 of us acoustic, but we showed up with all of our gear. And it was awesome. There was like 100 people there maybe.
But it was in like this kind of sports center. It was like more of like an airplane hangar kind of thing, like
Right.
outside of it.
It
Like
was the farthest point in Brooklyn
Yeah.
that I've ever been in my life. I've never been out there in my life.
Like Florida.
Subways.
Like looked like Florida.
How did this happen?
I don't know, a random.
The
Manifest.
opening band dropped out real last minute for some reason, and
The
our
magician, right?
friend knew the manager of Blue Oyster Cult, I guess, and they asked her if she knows a lot of bands or something.
You guys played
Jerry
CMJ
Garcia.
recently, yeah?
Yeah. that
How
was
many
fun.
how many shows did you play?
We did 12.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah.
So a lot of friends were having parties. They kept inviting, and we kept saying yes. It was one of those things where all these great opportunities were coming up, all these people who were supportive of us and who we want to support. So we just kept on doing it, and somehow we made it all fit into a schedule.
New York is our town. We know all the back roads, shortcuts.
Plus, we didn't have a practice space or a place to put our gear at the time either, so it was.
Just put them at the venues. A lot of proud moments came from there, especially they were talking about being from New York, at getting you know, calling my mom and telling her to go read the New York Times is a pretty great feeling.
Coming out,
Aw.
you know, CMJ, yeah, you know, our physical record came out November 15th, so it felt like it was just a nice CMJ than that, so it's just been really nice gradual steps of putting stuff out and working harder and work.
It's all been very unusual. It's like
Yeah.
what band I've been in that's had like a steady incline from the Bowery Ballroom opening slot of our first show, which was like an unbelievable first show to have, I think, you know.
It's so crazy.
Yeah, then to bring it around 2 years later to the week, then we're headlining, January 20th.
We were first of 3 2 years ago, and then 2 years later we're gonna headline it. So awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there's any. I think anytime there becomes some sense that there's a pre-prescribed path to anything, like the second that's understood, it proves that it's not true. Like once there's like a critical mass of understanding that it has to become obsolete.
It's best to just play the music. Just play good, and then deal with it later.
Who in the band cuts hair?
That's me.
Sammy.
Yeah?
Yeah, you need anything
like to
done?
be on
I don't
the
know. You
docket?
got. I could do better.